is Shelly Studio, and I am back with 2 more pages in my Collection of Curiosities book. Last time I did the eclipse, and on the eclipse I added some star chart information, like a birth star chart thing, and I had leftover pieces that I didn't use that I thought were interesting, so I decided the screen page is where I would put that information. So the circle that goes around, I believe it is the 12 months. I think there's 12 sections. Yeah, and so each one represents a zodiac, I believe, and then they are gridded out, and based on what they find on my star chart, it creates this sort of pattern that's going to end up in the center. You can see it on the paper on the right. So basically what I'm doing is translating the information on the right and putting it on the page. So I'm putting all those symbols out there. I'm going to go around them with white just to make them stand out a little bit more, but I don't make you watch that. And then we're going to grid the path into the center. So I've marked all the little spots, and then I'm lining that up, and I'm going to mark them, and then we'll use a ruler to actually put the lines in. And hopefully it's kind of close. Hopefully. See, I'm marking all those spots that it tells me to mark, or that's on the chart, so that I can get my lines lined up correctly. Now this is kind of a busy background to be drawing these lines on, so I do go over them a few times to make them stand out a little bit. Well, and really, I don't know that much about astrology and the zodiac signs and stuff, so I don't know what any of this means. Hopefully nothing bad, since this is my birth chart. I did start out putting them in black, but I think I switch and do the red with a red pen. So far the angles are coming out okay. It's bad when you have to do this on your page that is in your book already. There's like no going back. Makes you a little nervous when you're putting them on. This is sped up, but it doesn't look very sped up because I was taking my time trying to make sure I got all the lines where I wanted them to be. And I think this is where I decide to switch to a red pen. Maybe not quite yet. There's a couple more blue marks. Look, it's a pyramid. There's the red pen. It's so thin. I have to go over it a little bit. I think I end up getting out my Poscas, though they're kind of thick. I think it's just kind of invisible here otherwise. But anyway, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day today. You know, there's still crazy stuff going on in the world. I hope everyone is safe where you are. We're doing pretty good here today. It's cold, but you know, it's winter, so it's gonna be cold. I have to get a little closer to see those lines so you can see the top of my head there. Sorry about that. You can see how gray my hair has gotten. I think I need to color it. So here I'm just taking a white pencil, just filling in those spaces in between the lines, trying to help everything stand out. At some point, I take my Wink of Stella and put a little bit of sparkle on that as well, but I don't show that. It was a way afterthought. I think the white really is helping the lines stand out. And it is just a colored pencil, so it's not like some sort of miracle thing. Not like a paint pen or something would really make it stand out. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, it's still not, still can't see those lines. So here goes the Posca. This is where it can get dangerous. Trying to go as lightly as possible because that is a big, thick pen. And if I push down on it too hard, it will be a big solid line. And then I decide, since those lines are blue, I would take the blue Posca and go over the top of those lines with the blue pen, with the blue Posca. And then just putting a little green on the outside of the shape. Take away any white, and that should really help that shape stand out. If you have not seen my videos before, I'm doing a series on my collection of curiosities. I'm not sure how far I am through it. This is page 28, and 29 will be next on this same video. I can't remember how many I have total. I'm getting close though. I think I'm getting close to the end. So there's my star chart, and now we're going to do the raven. The stencil is by PM Artist Studio, and I don't know if it's a raven or a crow. The stencil has two birds on it, and it says ravens and crows, so I guess it's whichever one you want it to be. Yeah, so since I went with a quote about ravens, this is going to be my raven. I decided to darken what was already there. The bird was created in the gel printing process, so just to help it stand out more, I'm just using some I think it is Black Flash. So it's very reflective. And then I take the actual mask. I think. Yeah, the actual mask. It's dry enough. We're going to stick that on there. And I'm going to go on with some actual black paint. And add a little pattern back into the bird. So onto the beaks, onto the feathers. You should be able to tell when I pull the mask away, hopefully. Maybe a little bit. At a different angle, you could see it better. Because of the reflection. So I'm just taking a pen and fixing my lines a little bit. Anyways, I don't know if I finished my sentence. If you haven't seen the other videos, there's a playlist in the description box below that links to, the link is for the playlist that has all the videos I've created so far in this series. And there's quite a few. I'm doing 2 to 4 pages of video. This one I'm only going to do the 2. It'll be a quicker one. Putting the eyeball in. Add a little white highlight eventually. It's funny watching this back because you can't really see what I'm doing, but I am, I was doing some detail on there. It's hard to tell. So I've got some distress spray, and this has a lot of white on the page, and I kind of wanted to eliminate the white. So I'm covering the bird with a paper towel and blending that in. I do it, I'm like, it's more yellow than I wanted, but I go ahead and do it on the bottom as well. Might as well keep it even. So we're going to spray it on the bottom. I can't remember which one this is that's so yellow. So I decide, since that was kind of yellow and I really wanted it kind of dark and mysterious, I'm taking out some brown and I'm just going to vignette around the edges. Just to make it dark. And I do put a quote on there. I didn't film it. I don't know if I didn't realize I wasn't filming. And there'll be a picture of it. Yeah, you'll see it with the quote on there. And but I thought I'd read it to you. The raven is about rebirth, recovery, renewal, recycling, reflection, and healing. He signifies moving through transitions, smoothing by casting light into the darkness. So once I get that dark brown on there, it does have this appearance of glowing from behind, which works really well with the quote. I don't have where that came from. It was one of the, when I Googled magical stuff on the internet, is where I found that. Now I have fabric on there. That is creating my signatures that hooks my pages together. I'm just going right over the top of it with the brown. Just pretending it's not even there, even though it's pretty obvious it is, even with the paint on it. And the bird's beak goes almost to the end of the page. I just keep working at it till I get it the way I want it. I think I end up spritzing that brown with a little bit of water, trying to get it to go further or to blend up a little bit more. It was pretty dry. I don't know why I didn't want to get more paint out, probably because I didn't want it to end up too thick on there. I just wanted to blend it in. And I also grabbed some yellow paint, and that went really bright. Trying to hit it with a little bit of a baby wipe just to not have it be too intense, but it's pretty bright. But that is it for today, just the two. I hope you liked them. They're a little different. If you liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. Love to hear your comments. What are your thoughts on my collection of curiosities? Is it interesting? Is it weird? Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.